it's your girl Regina coming at you guys with another video. Before we get started on this video, I would like to give a shout out to my dad. My dad has watched almost all of my YouTube videos, and he's noticed that I've never mentioned him. So, hi Dad, stay tuned. He's visiting from out of town. So, this is going to be my September TBR, and I'm going to stick to this one. You know why? Because I'm not doing 19 books. In fact, I'm only doing 9 books, which is a lot better. This is going to be a combination of 3 readathons. One of them is going to be split up. The other one is a Nancy Drew readathon, happening from the 27th of September to the 10th of October. And then another one is a brand new readathon that I just found on Twitter. And that one is Token Along readathon, in which I read one Lord of the Rings book a month. Alright, so let's get into it, shall we? I'm going to have a list of all the books on somewhere over there. Alright, so the first book I'm going to be reading is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is for the Lord of the Rings readathon, which is going to be lasting from September to December, in which we read one book per month, and so we're not overwhelmed, which is excellent. Next, we're going to be reading Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. This is the first time I'll be reading Agatha Christie, and this is for the Nancy Drew readathon. The prompt for this is a masquerade ball. Read a book that features a party or celebration. Next up is The Flight Attendant by Chris Bozalian for Nancy Drew, and that prompt is Ghost in the Graveyard. Read a book with a murder mystery theme. That's a thriller. Next, we have The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield for Nancy Drew, and this prompt is Amateur Sleuth. Read a book with an interesting cover. This book was gifted to me for my birthday by my pen pal, who I'm seeing this weekend. Next, we have Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston, and that's part of the Newts Challenge, and the prompt is for History and Magic, read a historical fiction. I'm splitting this up because I just wasn't feeling my TBR, and just everything with you know who, I wanted to give myself a break. And while doing this readathon, I figured let me just spread it out for the course of the year. Next, we have A Whole New World by Liz Braswell, again for the Newts readathon. And that one is History and Magic, read a book, recommended by someone older than me. And then we're going to have one classic book called Emma by Jane Austen, again for my Newts, and that's for Charms, in which I read a funny book. Over at Murphy's channel, Murphy Napier, no, she did a whole Austen reading challenge, and she spoke about the Jane Austen books in such a way that made me want to read the books. I've always seen Pride and Prejudice, and the Indian version, as well as Sense and Sensibilities, but I've yet to read them. So I figured, because Murphy said that it was a very, very funny book, I'm going to be reading it. That's my brother. Alright. Then we have Set Fire to the Gods by Sarah Rush and Kristen Simmons. Beacon Book Club. And that's also from August Beacon Book Box. Not part of any challenge. And then we have Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky, which is a library book. I have been meaning to read this for a very long time. By the end of September, my library should reopen. So I want to give all of my books in and just be done with them. Alright, so that is it for now. I hope you guys have an amazing time and an amazing week. Wow, is this my shortest video yet? 7 minutes? Wow, impressive. Alrighty. Yeah, so, a couple of heads up. I'm going to Colorado with my brother to see my pen pal for a few days, and I'm really excited because I haven't seen her ever. We've been writing on and off for 8 years. And I wanted to take in the scenery of Colorado because she's always sending me pictures of the sunrise and sunset, and I'm so jealous. Then I have something really special planned for mid-September, and I cannot wait to show you guys. And you'll be meeting this being in a future video. And so, okay, so the way I'm going to break up, or my strategy for this readathon will be to time it around a month changing. As you may have noticed, some of these books can fit into October because of either the title or the theme. And because Nancy Drew finishes on October 10th, I figured I'm going to try to read I'm going to try to read the books accordingly. For example, the first book I'll be reading will be during Nancy Drew, starting on the 22nd of September. Will be Halloween. No, not Halloween Party. That will be The Flight Attendant. But I will be starting The Hobbit starting September 1st. I don't have the physical copy of it. I remember wanting to read it years ago, and this kid that I was friends with goes, "Oh, you're not going to like it because it's too heavy and dense." And I was like, "Oh, I can still read it." This is maybe 8 or 9. And apparently because his words seeped into my mind, I just wasn't able to read it. However, I've seen all the movies, so I'm very excited to read and experience Sam and Frodo's journey. And, yeah, that is it for now. Comment, like, subscribe. I shall see you guys next time. Bye.